Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This time around, we're doing a team builder, and this is not my team. I'll tell you that straight up, because I haven't played this meta yet, and I was playing with friends yesterday, and they had a phenomenal team, and I really liked the mon they were using, and that specific mon they built around was called Alolan Muk. So exactly what we're going to do this time. The item of choice was wait, this Pokemon copies the ability of an ally that can. Okay, well, I mean, it's not useful by any means then, so probably Poison Touch is better. But they were using Assault Vest, and the thing that Muk got in this generation is Pursuit. So what they were using was Gunk Shot, Knockoff, Pursuit, and then you notice immediately that you can't really touch Steel types or anything. So the coverage move of choice on Muk is actually going to be Flamethrower, and the exact spread is going to be the minus defense, because I mean you could also run minus speed. I don't see why we're not running minus speed, but let's just go with the spread that they gave me, because what I've seen thus far is that's pretty damn efficient. To pair that up with a good defensive core that we've seen 2 generations in a row already. Landers is 5th gen, right? Yeah, 5th gen. Is it a Rocky Helmet, Landers with the nice and standard Intimidate, Stealth Frogs, Earthquake, and then we go with Stone Edge, and then obviously the U-turn. They were running Knockoff, but I've always been more a fan of Stone Edge on Landers, especially for stuff like Talonflame, because as soon as you're not running Stone Edge on your Landers, then Talonflame just kind of bends you over. And what you always want to do is put 30 IVs in your Landers, so that you always lose the speed tie to other Landers, so you can always freely U-turn out. That's definitely something you want with Landers. The Rotom Wash in this set is actually especially defensive. So it's nice and standard Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp, and then Pain Split. This is the exact same set, but it's just a Spadef set instead of so nice and just a recommended EV spread that you get. Now we get a mon that has dropped, obviously, since it hasn't done that in a bit. Haven't been able to use this thing since Gen 6 came out. So I really like the Genesect on this team, and it's actually a Choice Bandit variant with Extreme Speed. I'm really fond of Choice Bandit Extreme Speed on Genesect. So double stab with a U-turn and an Iron Head, and then just for general coverage we're going to use Blaze Kick, because obviously this thing is walled by Ferrothorn otherwise, and Ferrothorn is quite common, and I do think that Steel types are going to be relatively good in this generation, because there are so many new fairy types, it's stupid, and there's actually a fairy type on our team right now. But first, we are going to use Delmise, and I haven't seen this mon anywhere, so I don't know exactly what it does, but they're also running Assault Vest on this thing with Steel Worker, which basically gives this Pokemon triple stab. So your Ghost Stab, Grass Stab, and then you also have Steel Stab, which is odd, but I guess makes sense because it has design that's an anchor, so it should also be Steel. But then they figure, you know what, let's just make a Grass Ghost. And it's a Grass Ghost type that gets Rapid Spin, which blew my mind. But we're gonna go with the Shadow Claw, we're gonna go with the Power Whip, I'm sorry. And then our last is Anchor Shot, which is a new move, but since we also get stab on that, we have triple stab on this thing, and that's pretty neat. I just want to scroll through its move pool real quick, because I haven't done that yet. I've seen people use like Heavy Slam, Earthquake on this thing as well, but they just apparently clicked all the suggested spread things every single time, but what I've seen thus far is that it's really good. So what I've changed thus far on this team is 1 IV, 1 move, and then for this thing, the Tapu Koko, because this team isn't all that fast. Fastest thing we currently have got is Genesect. So we obviously want something that's really fast. And with a base 130, Tapu Koko pretty fast. They made a choice specs, but I don't like running multiple choice items on my team. Especially also very limited with 2 Assault Vest users. So I decided to give it a Life Orb. So you can actually switch up moves if you want to. So Volt Switch, Dazzling Gleam, Thunderbolt. And then our last move of choice is a move I changed as well because they used to have HP Fire there. But, well, maybe I should go HP Fire because the Ferrothorn, the only thing that kills Ferrothorn is, well, we have Flamethrower on Muk and then Genesect, but I don't want to lose Speed Heist to other Tapu Koko, so I'm just going to go with Nature's Madness, just for that very specific reason. So that's the team. As you can see, I have it twice now because I obviously made a rebuild of that just to show you guys. But this is Belgian's team. Belgian's link will be in the description. He'll also restart uploading teams, or at least that's what he told me. Restart uploading videos. But currently, I am really enjoying this this team. And Alolan Muk puts in the work. Sometimes, well, there are games that does nothing, but then there are games that it just excels. And the coverage that it currently has is really good. I like that it obtained a Dark type because it's really good. It really does something for Muk. Genesect must be shiny and must have a hasty nature. I did not know that. So that explains why they went with the ugly shiny sprite. And apparently we have to be hasty, which makes us shittier defensive wise. But you know what? It's fine. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna rock with it. So this is our first opponent who has a Golem Alola form. Okay, I really dig that. I really like Golem right now. Because it obtained an electric type. It's rock electric right now. It's, wow. It's beautiful. But he has nothing on his entire team that would speed. Well, I don't know whether this thing's faster or not. So, like, Data Katana? What's it called? Katana? 109. Okay, so we're faster, and it's quite weak to Fire, which we no longer have, but I mean, hey, at least we tried. So Ninetales comes in. Ninetales, did Ninetales get a speed boost? 328. Yeah, so it got a speed boost, but we're just gonna Volt Switch out. We should be faster. Maybe Teambuilder or Dazzling Gleam. Maybe Teambuilder would have actually taken it out, but I think I'm just gonna go out into Rotom first turn and then like double into Alolan Muk or something. Okay, he sets up a nasty plot right here. That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should have gone to Genesect right there. I have no idea what switch into this thing. Do I need Rotom for anything? I don't know what this type null is yet. I kind of want this thing for Incineroar, I guess, but I also have. And this thing pretty much walls. Oh, I want it for the Como. Do I sec Muk here? No, because I want Muk for Katana. Okay, you can take this. Okay, nice. So I was expecting a freeze dry right there, and that actually saves him. But I can just go out into Tapu Koko right here, take that hail damage. I know. But now he can actually take it out with a Dazzling Gleam. So we're just going to switch up moves real quick here because he may predict us going for another Volt Switch and then switch in something that can actually take that. And then we're just going to bop him with a... Nature's Madness would be the worst play right here. Would be the only move that wouldn't kill it because obviously it works the same as Super Fang, but it's not a normal type, but it's a better Super Fang because you can hit everything with that. Really like Nature's Madness, especially as soon as you... Maybe a bulky Tapu Koko would be a thing. I mean, it's also a thing with Crobat, right? Because Crobat also base 130, and then... Okay, type Null. I don't trust this. I have no idea what's going to happen. But, okay, apparently he's not Choice Scarf, so I was kind of fearing Choice Scarf. I don't even know what this thing does. Data... type... No. Okay, base 95 across the board, but then it's really shitty. So we're just gonna go into... I guess Landorus? I don't know if the thing gets Ice Beam or not. This is super new. So he goes for an SD. Okay, so we made the right decision by going to our defensive Lando. Maybe Stealth Rocks is a better play, but I don't know what this thing can do to me. Okay, so he goes for Flame Charge. Okay, I don't think this guy really knows what he's doing. But, you know, I'm not going to judge all that much just yet. So he goes for a Return. That's going to hurt. But Landers lives it like a champion. I also need Landers for Incineroar. And my bulky things that can take on Incineroar are getting limited. As soon as he's Choice Scarf Incineroar, I may be in a world of hurt right here. He goes into Como. Don't mind that too much. As I guess going for an Earthquake just to get damage off. Z Dragonance, but isn't Z Dragonance like doesn't it do the exact same thing? Okay, so let's say when it's intimidated, it loses an Intimidate. Okay, that makes sense then. Do we need Rotom anymore? Not really, right? I do think that Landorus is going to be more useful. So we're just gonna sack this thing to a what's probably okay. So it loses its defense, and that's really good for us. I'm just gonna Wisp right here. Hopefully he's not Lumberry. I mean, he's probably Lumberry. No, he's not Lumberry. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Because now we can Volt Switch as he goes for another Dragon Nuns. And now what I think is, yeah, this thing is definitely in range of Extreme Speed from our Choice Bandit Genesect, which also gets an attack boost. Isn't that phenomenal? So we go for an E-Speed right here. Como just dies. And now life is looking pretty good. Life is looking pretty tasty. Incineroar gets off the Intimidate. Once again, I don't really know what this thing wants to do, but I'm just going to get off Intimidate on my own. And he goes for Flame Charge, which does absolutely nothing. And hopefully after another contact move, this thing is more than likely in range of another Genesect's E-Speed. Because, whoa, Darkest Lariat. Whoa, no, it's Citrus Berry. 360. Hits maximum of 360 right now, so I'm somewhat guessing the Tapu Koko is faster, and then with the T-Volt, it may be able to. Yeah, Incineroar is not all that fast, and basically this thing is the tits. So he goes into a Cortana right now. That thing does not resist. I mean, it says it resists it, but straight up doesn't. You're just gonna Volt Switch out because that thing is still a threat, and as soon as he sets up one Flame Charge, then it's still not a problem. Not really a problem. 207 is the speed that hits. See, Muk hasn't done anything this game yet, but I'm just gonna go out into Dhelmise because that thing hasn't done anything this game, and we still obviously want Dhelmise to do something. I guess I'm just gonna go for a Power Whip. Stone Edge unfortunately misses, but you know, I don't think that mattered all that much. I think Dhelmise is bulky enough to live that hit. I have no idea what this thing does. But yeah, we're just gonna fire off a Shadow Claw right here, and hopefully, yeah, this thing is definitely after this hit in range of. Oh yeah, of course that's resisted as well. So Power Whip was probably a better play right there. However, I don't think this mattered because. This thing is definitely in range of a Choice Band Extreme Speed. But Muk hasn't done anything this game yet. So Muk is going to come in. Muk's going to go for the Gunk Shot. Hopefully we can live this thing. And then we'll see from there. But it's definitely in range of E-Speeds. But, oh damn. I was about to say, I would have been pretty pissed if that was brought it out of range. But there we go. That's our first battle. As you can see, this was literally my first battle. So this is a team. Really like it thus far. I mean, it doesn't seem to struggle with a lot of things. So that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all tomorrow.